Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. This is the first proper video in the series of getting my life back on track, and it's sorting my room out. So over the course of the last month or two, I've been so busy that I've been dumping stuff everywhere. I haven't been taking the rubbish out, I haven't been hoovering, all sorts of stuff. I haven't been changing my bedding as regularly as I'd like to. So this is one of those speed cleans, speed tidy videos to get my room sorted, have a nice fresh start, a nice clean room to work from, and still try and be productive. So without further ado, I will start the video here. My sheets need changing. I've got stuff I need to take downstairs to wash up. Those are boxes for when I move out. Pyjamas on the floor. The table's got all sorts of stuff on it. Big pile of clothes down there for washing. Bag from uni. Underwear, sorry. It's clean. Rubbish all needs to go in the bin downstairs. This is the state of my desks. And my table is just rubbish everywhere. It's just strewn everywhere. That's when I was going to make a model. Didn't happen, didn't have time. All this stuff just needs sorting out, and then that is the bomb site at the other side of the room. I've got an ASOS order that I'm going to film. I've got stuff for fancy dress that I've bought, stuff down there, the wrapping that my present came in. You can see me here. So yes, I need to get my life together. So as you can see, I just started off by opening my curtains and blinds and opening both my windows to let some nice fresh air blow through the room and just stop it being a bit stale and stagnant. Then I moved on to putting away my dirty laundry into the washing basket. I then had to manoeuvre it down both flights of stairs with a tripod and camera, which I can assure you wasn't very easy. Down to the machine, and here I am just putting it all in the drum. I put it on a cottons program because there was a lot of heavy garments in this wash, but nothing was too heavily soiled or stained, so I put it on a quick wash to reduce the amount of power, energy and water that the cycle used. Then back upstairs, I started off by tidying one side of my bed. There's a big sheet of paper here that I've been using to take photos on for eBay stock. There's a parcel from my friend Edward's birthday that needs moving. Lots of packaging. You can see me putting away some fancy dress stuff here from the fancy dress party I'd been to at the weekend. And then there was just some stuff in the background for an ASOS haul that I needed to film, so that could stay there. Then on this table, it was mainly just clean washing, but there was my sunglasses and the hat that my friend Holly had made me, and a couple of bits of crafting supplies that had been there as well. And here I am just emptying both of my rucksacks, one that I'd been taking to uni with me, and this one here that I'd used when I'd been to the fancy dress party, hence why it had the alcohol in it and some other clothes. just making a pile on this table of all the bits and bobs that need to go downstairs, so that I don't end up taking them down in dribs and drabs. I can just do it all in one go, which is especially important as getting up and down my stairs, as you might have realised by now, is quite difficult, even for me, who is quite a small and fit person. So I like to avoid doing too many trips if I can. And now I'm just putting away the clean clothes that have been on the floor. Yes, they had been buried underneath the dirty washing, but I checked and they were still nice and fresh, so I just put them away. And now I've moved on to the other side of my bed. This wasn't too bad, it was just my pyjamas and some shoes on the floor, but there were a few bits on my bed that I needed to move, and a few bits on my bedside table as well. And as you can see, the pile of stuff on the table to go downstairs is slowly growing, so it's a good job that I did this rather than just taking them down bits at a time. Then it was time to strip and change my bed. I usually like to change my sheets every week if I can, but these had been on for over 2 weeks, so they were well due a wash. So yeah, there you go. I like to shake off the sheet to get any loose debris onto the floor, like hair. I've been molting an awful lot recently. I think it says the warmer weather's coming in and we're coming into proper spring. And so here I am just putting the fresh sheets on the bed. These are my favourite bed sheets. They're, as you can see, a light pink colour with big sort of palm exotic leaves on them and a smaller palm print on the reverse side. I can't remember where I got these from. I remember it was a random website because I just googled palm print bedding and this website popped up. But they are really good quality and they have these lovely big tassels on each corner, so I would recommend them. But I'm not sure if they will still make them or not because I did buy them about 18 months ago. And just putting my pyjamas back on my bed, ready for that evening. And it was time to put the dirty bedding in the washing machine because the other washing had finished. There's still some whites in the bottom of my laundry basket that needed doing, but I'm leaving them for another day. I did put this on a longer cycle, on the long cotton cycle, because they were stained. I suffer from acne on my back and chest, and there was a couple of little blood spots where I've been suffering with that. So to begin with, it did put it on quite a long cycle, as you will see in a second. It said over 3 hours. However, the machine sensed that there wasn't a very heavy load in it, and this reduced down to 1 hour and 45 once it had realised that. So it wasn't a ridiculously long cycle after all. And here I am now, moving on to the office area of my room. This was the worst part, if anything, because it's where I spent all my time for the last few weeks working away and hadn't been tidying as I went, so it was just full of stuff. And it's surprising how this time lapse makes it look like really light work. It wasn't, it took forever. And then I moved on to this little table down here that just had a few bits on it that I'd kind of ended up putting there because my desk was so full. This coffee table, solid oak, my uncles bought it from my grandparents many years ago, but when they drastically downsized, they didn't have space for it, and so I've taken it off their hands because I think it's lovely. And then I started taking everything off my desk to give it a good dust with my microfiber dusting mitt, or dusting wand. This was just from Cherries. It does a really good job, just knocking all the dust onto the floor, ready to hoover. And here comes out the hoover. It hides nicely behind my coats and jackets. I have a few rugs in my room, so I took these downstairs as the hoover sucks them up. You can see how much dust is coming off it. It's ridiculously disgusting. I'm sorry about that. So I just gave them a good shake off first to get as much of the loose dust off as possible. I just gave them a really good shake off, and then I got Hetty the hoover out to get all the really deeply ingrained stuff out. I just used a handheld nozzle to go over these with. So then here you can see me just hoovering my room properly, taking the rug out there. That was to get it out of the way, to get it downstairs, so it gave me a really good clear run through to just get hoovering around everything under my desks there, and that's it done. So it's now about 7:30. I started this many hours ago, but it's done, so I'll show you what it looks like now. The rubbish has gone from down there in the recycling bin and general waste, whichever. This all looks pretty much the same because it didn't need sorting. But down there were loads of clothes. Some of them were clean and needed to put away in the wardrobe. These were dirty and they've gone to the wash. The clean clothes that are on there are being put away. The office area looks absolutely brilliant. So different. Desks are so much clearer. All I've got on this one is my iPad on my laptop stand, my scrapbooking things that Bella has given me, spare tripod, some little stamp things that I've made, my lamp, and then on this one I just have my notebooks and my little bits of stationery and the two little things that I bought off Kirsten that I'll be going home when I move out. Because my timetable's not on there anymore, I managed to put the card up that I got from Lainey when I bought her calendar, my Hermes invoice in case that gets lost. And then this table is looking a lot clearer, it doesn't have any rubbish on it. Need to urgently pot those routings. They have been in there for 5 months, but they're still alive, surprisingly. There's a really gorgeous evening sun coming in because that's west facing. And then this table has my card on it that keeps falling over in the breeze from Holly, and my plant that I think is actually dying because it keeps losing all of its leaves and it's got some weird orangey stuff on the root there. Come on, focus, there you go. And it's gone really dark tone colour, like it's just rotting almost. So I'm gonna let it dry out and see if it's alright or not. And then the flowers that I got myself for finishing uni are there. And then my shoe rack is all tidy. And then down here is a little bit of a mess because it's a mixture of stuff for reselling that I still need to list and stuff that I'm going to film for an ASOS try-on haul. This here is some glasses that I need to return that I got from Glasses Direct. And then on here is just my collection of candles there. My everyday body care stuff, so antiperspirant, etc. My garment steamer, and then my sunglasses and belt. And I've got fresh sheets on the bed, and my pyjamas, and lockdown buddy, and little Charlie cushion. And then round here, all the stuff's gone off the floor, and my chargers are sorted out, and then all I have on my bedside table is my wallet, my everyday jewellery, a little bit of skincare that I use on a night, my aroma diffuser, my lamp, and then these boxes are just here for when I move out. I've been collecting them. It's like a huge weight's been lifted off my shoulders because it has not been pleasant being in this room all day, every day with all the rubbish around me and the dust. The dust was really triggering me, so I'm glad to have done that, and I'm glad that I took the rugs down and hoovered them because they clearly really needed it. So yeah, it's time for me to go and get some dinner. I hope you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for more. If you did like it, then please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.